So, this is multiple attempts later. Been, I played a little bit off stream, trying to find everybody, but lately the game is like freezing like every other load point. I think I've got it done in my journal. The only thing it says here at the bottom is the ambassador is prepared to send your troops, yada yada yada. You need approval from Sir Francis, and he gave that to us, but it hasn't registered in here. So I'm gonna go to this marker here and see if it advances the story. And there it is. So we're gonna go ahead and go to it. Actually, before we do that, let's hard save. We may want a nexus point before here. Make sure we're still recording. Yeah, okay.
These are the arid shores of Tainea.
Alright. I can bring Ludwig. I miss having Ludwig in my party. No. This is my ideal party. So I've got, just alright. Guess we're just gonna join them. I thought there was two quests, but
I have to admit that when the guard gets involved, they don't do it by halves. Look at all this.
guessing these are all my people. Yep.
There you are at last.
How goes the attack, Captain Superintendent?
The situation isn't ideal. That old fox, Kernaz, chose his battlefield well. He has complete control over these ruins, and has positioned his troops to take full advantage of the terrain. His men are making the most of their knowledge of the area, and are waging a battle of skirmishes, ambushes, and sneaky tricks. And Imperialist fighters arriving from the rest of Tainea keep attacking us from behind. Since everything depends on his strategy, and his troops' loyalty to his person, if the General falls, the rest will collapse with him. Unfortunately, we don't know exactly where he is hiding.
Therefore, we're not in a strong position.
Indeed. However, the allies you've assembled should allow us to fight the General on equal terms.
Good. So what's the plan?
I assume you have one, because we can't just rely on the superiority of our troops.
Quite right. We're going to carry out a coordinated attack on different parts of the ruins and the open terrain surrounding them. The aim is to divert the attention of the majority of the General's troops, while two small units make their way into the catacombs. These two groups will have to find the General hidden there and stop him by any means possible.
Why send two groups?
Our scouts have managed to narrow down our search area to two paths leading into the catacombs. Unfortunately, We don't know which one goes to the General's hideout, or even where they lead.
I see your point. I suppose you'd like us to be part of one of these groups.
Actually, we'd like you and your companions to split up and lead the two groups. I'll leave you the time to prepare and decide amongst yourselves who will accompany you on one path, and which of your companions will take the other one. When you've made up your minds and are ready, come back and see me. We'll launch the attack to cover you.
Okay, I'm worried that they're gonna want me to control both groups. And I only know the skills of my guy. I'm gonna talk to everyone. I think we'll start from back here and make our way around.
I've been informed that General Kurnas still has many supporters among the general population and within the army. Even if we manage to defeat him, we must remain cautious and continue to monitor this imperialist trend.
Yes, if we want to avoid a resurgence in a few years' time.
Ah, forgive me. I shouldn't have left you out.
Father Cardinal, it is an unexpected honor to have you here in person. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you. Without your valuable information, we would never have found Kurnas.
This man is just as dangerous for you as he is for us. So naturally, I had to inform you. And I didn't come alone. My most battle-ready operatives are already on the ground, scouting the area. Since you rescued Fausta from the predicament I got her into, I owed it to you.
Without the help of you and our other companions, I'd no doubt be dead by now. I couldn't have endured the torture much longer.
I'm sorry, Fausta. I should never have given you that order. But now we're all here. And this time we're going to put an end to this enemy for good. I hope that afterwards we can continue our work together. Unless you would rather return to Thélème.
Yes, I'd love to go back to Thélème. It's been too long since I've seen the towers of my homeland.
I miss them too. Well, I'll go and see what my scouts have learned. May the Enlightened watch over you in the battle to come.
May he watch over you too, Father Cardinal.
I'm glad to see you here. You look ready for battle.
And I'm happy to see that you've been able to bring the Empire's troops all the way here.
If you had told me a few months ago that our troops would be fighting alongside Tainir on their land, I would have laughed in your face. And yet, here we are, thanks to you. Your people have chosen an excellent diplomat to represent them. You can be proud.
Thank you, Your Grace.
It must be said that he had the very best of teachers in the profession.
Well, I'll go and see how the preparations for the attack are going. May the Enlightened keep you in his holy care.
Sir D'Argenton, you came in person.
Prince d'Orsay desired to be duly represented. I've always had a somewhat adventurous spirit, and I'm proud to be with you for this great battle. How are you feeling? Are you ready for the attack?
The Captain Superintendent's plan seems risky to me, but she is far more experienced in leading troops than we are. As for us, I hope we'll be able to find Kurnas.
You seem to have a good head on your shoulders, and are prepared for all eventualities. That's what you need in battle. As promised, the congregation has sent a contingent of dedicated, well-trained soldiers. We will be leading the charge alongside the Captain Superintendent's troops.
I know this runs counter to your usual neutrality, so I'm very grateful for your presence.
Neutrality only applies until we ourselves are threatened. And that is indeed the case, as you quite rightly pointed out. But you must prepare for the attack. May fortune smile on you, my friends.
Thank you. Best of luck, Sir D'Argenton.
That is a mouthful. Okay.
Sir Francis. I didn't expect to see you here.
The Queen would not permit me to stay behind when our troops are fighting at the front. It is my duty to proudly represent Morsinia and the Alliance at large, of course. Sofha Khalees sends her greetings. She's been overseeing the logistics for the troops, and she's managed them to perfection. She hopes to see you again, and to honor you with a visit to the observatory when this is all over.
The observatory? It's such a marvel, and not many people are invited. You should go.
I'd love to visit, but we'll have to survive to do it.
I wanted to tell you about something that troubles me greatly. Zerin, our mutual friend, hasn't been seen for weeks.
When was the last time you saw her?
It was shortly after your friend attempted to eliminate the General. As you will no doubt recall, we were targeted by assassins ourselves. I hope they didn't manage to get to her in the end.
If they did, Gurnaz will have to answer for her death as well as all the others. We must get back to our preparations. Thank you, Sir Francis, for all your help.
It has been a pleasure and an honor. I wish you all the best of luck in the fight to come.
Likewise.
Okay. Want to make sure I don't miss anybody.
Please don't be so stubborn. Stay to the back and don't try to be a hero. I'm already proud of you. You don't need to be so reckless.
Father, I'll follow my friends into battle wherever they go. There's no point in trying to change my mind. And I'm not doing it to make you happy or proud, but because I have to.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I wanted to thank you for bringing your troops, Admiral.
My word is my bond. Besides, I couldn't let my daughter take all the glory for the Nauts, could I? Have you been informed of the Captain Superintendent's plans?
Yes, we spoke to her. We're going to flesh out Kurnaz and put a stop to all this madness.
I would have liked her to send someone else. Speaking of which...
Yes?
Look after my daughter while you're in there. Will you?
Father, I can look after myself. When will you realize that?
I'll do my best not to let anything happen to her. I promise.
I hope it's not just an empty promise. If anything happens to my daughter, you'll have me to answer to.
Father, stop it. Do you really think this is the time to threaten my friend?
We'll all look after each other, Admiral. And I hope we all come out of this battle alive.
I hope so too. Right. I'm off to see the troops and prepare them for the attack. May the winds be with you.
You too, Father.
Okay, so I think that is everybody, but this chick in the middle, 'cause I'm guessing that's to, oh, every member of your party. Okay, so before I do that, I'm going to add these attribute points, because I know, yeah, I knew it was going to be a lot. I'm trying to dump these into section. That's going to make him a problem. Yeah. 58% for 310 crit damage. Yeah. He is the problem. I mean, I'm just dumping, she was already a problem. Yeah. 177% for 302 crit damage. Yeah. 3. She did have a lot. Not like the others. That's good enough. So, this is where I talk to everybody. you meant all my allies, but good.
I trust you've been able to speak to our allies.
Yep.
I recommend that you have a word or two with your companions before we go into battle.
You all know why we're here and what's at stake. Getting to know you. Exploring this continent with you and fighting alongside you has changed my life. I hope that after this battle we can all reunite and celebrate our victory together.
Oh, please, enough with the talking. Let's go kill this bastard and be done with it. I crave passion and adventure, not tears.
We started this adventure together, and I hope we'll finish it together.
I owe you my life, but I would gladly give it to defeat Kurnaz. May the Enlightened keep you all.
I'm not very fond of sentimentality or goodbyes, so let's agree to meet up after this battle, shall we? We'll have a drink together.
With you, my friends, I'd sail to the ends of the earth. And I look forward to joining you all aboard the Constantia for new adventures.
I've already lived a long life. If I must die here as atonement for all that the Alliance has done to you, then I welcome it.
You've all become so serious all of a sudden. After everything we've been through, we're not going to let one little skirmish scare us, are we?
Well, it's always helpful to motivate each other before a fight. Are you ready? Remember that anyone who doesn't go with you will take the other route.
We're ready.
Good. Who will go with you?
Yep. Let's party.
Wait.
What is it?
My beautiful bird. We've been through many dangers together, but this time, I hardly recognize myself. For the first time in my life, I'm speechless. I'm afraid. Isn't that ridiculous? A Devesp quaking in her boots. Not for herself, but for the man she loves.
There's nothing to fear. Together, we can do anything.
Together.
Feel like I probably should have had Milan with me, you know. But I like these three more than the one. Hate to say it, but it's true.
Watch your step. There are traps.
There sure are. What? Real quick. I got mechanics tape. What's the new one they gave? +1 to I've got so many +1 to alchemies. Let's see. What is this? It's a trap next to it. Yes. I really don't think there's anything I'm gonna take to replace what I currently have. Let's trap these guys.
To attack a Devesp.
I mainly wanted to get the guy just ran up and shoot him. But yeah, it is what it is. feel like something's gonna break on the bridge. Flying around.
I should have known it would be you they'd send after the General. The Savage and his minions. As if you could ever hope to defeat him. You're nothing but a fleeting nuisance that I'm going to sweep away.
You've already failed twice. Do you really think you're going to succeed this time?
Oh, you want to do spells? Do spells. Don't you wipe melting away. Jesus. Taking that life away. How does that work? The last part? Oh no, you got it. There you go. To get most of them.
Another fool, blinded by their own arrogance, who gave her life for the wrong cause. Should we go and find her leader?
Yes, let's go.
This doesn't be left, right? Oh no. So I'm curious what's over here, but this looks to be like the way to go. Oh no, there's more here. Okay. Well, look at him.
Let's show them what we're made of.
Oh, of course. One guy comes out of it immediately.
There's no turning back now.
That's all that's coming.
You? The continent is full of worthy soldiers and mercenaries, and yet they send a savage after me? They couldn't just defeat me, they had to insult me too. No matter. I'm going to prove they were wrong. I'm going to send their pesky little hunting dog back to them in pieces. I'll show them they've only managed to delay the inevitable. There are wheels in motion that are far beyond their imagining.
You've gone mad. The whole world is against you, Kurnas. You're trapped in the furthest reaches of the catacombs, and you're still raving about your plans.
There's a fine line between genius and madness. But rest assured, I'm going to show you the difference. Soldiers!
Loyal to the bitter end, are we?
They'll miss the sea that gave them life.
The General is playing his last cards. We've almost got him.
Let's hope he doesn't throw all his lieutenants at us just to make a run for it while we're occupied. I'd hate to see him escape.
No, that's not the door, obviously. So I'm guessing it's here, right? Yeah. Why not? Really try to give some upgrades here at the end, but I'm at where I'm at. I know the moment there's a workbench.
We're going to need all our strength to continue our pursuit. We could rest here, don't you think?
That's probably going to be an upgrade. That's not, but let's see who that would. Maybe Ludwig, right? Nope, weapon slot. Yeah. He's going to wreck with that. And let's see. Do they have any other upgrades there? I don't see one there. Yeah, all these are pretty terrible. Six. I mean, pretty good upgrade. So there's a lot of crit there, but that's alright. Let me check my time here. Oh, you know what? We're gonna make this a short video, and we're gonna call it here, and you'll catch us in the next video. We will be at the end of the game. I appreciate you coming out. Have a good one. Ludwig. Alright, if you're watching at this point, we froze up after we'd pretty much beaten the game, so we're trying for part 2 of a recording. Let's see here. Yeah. Oh well, we'll just start from here. Alright. So we've actually already been through the fight and everything. We're gonna do it again. It wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. I figured it'd be more of a struggle. He's got a lot of hit points though, I will give it that.
So, you got the better of Zahid. I'd have thought she'd be stronger. But that's the curse of people like me. We're always disappointed by our subordinates. They can never measure up to our own greatness.
Your greatness ends here, General.
Surrender, General! To be worthy of that title, you have to value the lives of your men. End the fighting!
What's a few lives compared to all those that could be saved by my plan? My grand vision? Don't you understand that I'm bringing peace to an entire continent? An end to the wars that have plagued us for centuries. I don't know why I'm wasting my breath on you. You couldn't possibly understand. Soldiers, show me you're worth more than this scum.
Get ready. Let's show them what we're made of!
They always turn around when I go hit that spell. Sometimes if I go too quickly, I cancel it out. That's apparently what I did. Now I got it over here.
These savages are worse than the pox.
Hadn't we better?
Silence, woman. Don't think you bested me. I'll never yield.
Guards!
Here come more soldiers! Come on! We can do this!
Show them what we're made of!
Start here. Step on the one, got it.
The last of his guards have fallen. Kernaz ran off across this stone bridge. Hurry! We mustn't let him escape.
Come on. I know this road isn't trapped. It totally should have been. Should have been a whole bunch of traps through here.
Let me go. There's still time to end this madness. Oh,
They're all cowards, traitors, incompetent fools. They're the reason we're in this mess. Incapable of following even the simplest orders, of doing what I tell them to. None of them ever understood the greatness, the beauty of the vision I shared with them. Imbeciles! You again.
There's no place you can run, General. It's time to surrender.
he's right. It's over.
You think I'm gonna surrender to this savage and his mob? I had sooner die by my own hand.
Really?
No, don't!
I will say they nailed the design.
May the earth carry you always, my friends. Let's show them what we're made of!
My armor is completely ruined!
6,000 is going.
Look, there they are.
So, a little further in, I freeze. I'm hoping that's not what happens here. I've seen this part. It's funny, the guy that she's about to see, you could have just assumed he was me, the way he's modeled. You know he's not because he has different armor mode. Yep. Basic bald guy. And I've seen this part, and it freezes after. Texture pop is just so bad. Right at this loading screen is when it freezes. And it froze again.
My dear friend, I understand your need to know more about the events that took place in this part of the mainland. But you should know that reporting on the current situation is not easy. The upheavals of recent months have been such that the balance of power in Kakan has been altered. We came close to disaster. General Kurnaz might well have succeeded in creating the empire he dreamed of, if he hadn't been defeated by that party I've already told you of. And if he hadn't committed the folly of antagonizing the Coin Guard who tracked his forces to the ruins where he had taken refuge. The imperialist movement, whose corruption had reached the highest spheres, seems to have died out with him. However, among the people, many are those who mourn his death. He flattered their nationalistic pride. We'll have to remain highly vigilant with regard to them. If they turn him into a martyr for their cause, we risk a resurgence of their deadly ideology and the rising of a new general. Fortunately, the new Sopharch of Elima, a certain Helise, seems to be both incorruptible and a supporter of a more benevolent alliance. My spies are still looking for Zeren, who, as I've already told you in my letters, disappeared after the battle. None of my men managed to get their hands on her. We must hope that she doesn't plan on joining her husband's supporters. As for the scientists who were trying to create those creatures of war for the general, they were hunted down by the Guard. I know you wanted us to catch some of them alive, to put them to work for us. I admit their research could have been useful, despite their ideology, which is resolutely opposed to our own. But I doubt I'll be able to. The superintendent is pursuing them with unexpected rigor. The situation in the Teuton Empire, our main ally in the region, has also been impacted by all these events. The fact that the Alliance temporarily allowed the Empire's troops to intervene on their territory helped to ease some tensions, and it seems that a reconciliation is emerging between these two nations, although we are still far from reaching peace agreements. This allowed the Emperor to concentrate on the civil war that was ravaging his country, and in particular on the elimination of the Carmenist heretics. General Eisenach, having been convicted of treason, his men fell into line, thus stabilizing the Imperial army. The merchant congregation, which I am watching very closely as you know, has also undergone some changes. The power of the Dorsets seems to be at its peak, the de Vesps having obviously been weakened by a few scandals. According to my information, they even recovered a relic from the Astrian era that Prince Alexander always dreamed of possessing, allowing them to calm his political ardor. It will become urgent for us to court this family if we want to keep some influence in the region. I know that you have a keen interest in the affairs of the Nords, so I will say a few words about them here. Admiral Cabral is in Tier 4D, so Admiral Barcelus, with whom we have already done business, is in charge of the guild. After the general's stunt forced him to distance himself from the Alliance, I believe he will be quite receptive to our proposals. As you may remember, one of his lieutenants was to furnish us with a map of a new island. But let's get back to the party I mentioned previously, and which so piqued your curiosity. As already mentioned in my letters, I've met the various members on several occasions in recent months. Our agent Fausta introduced them to me. She was our biggest source of information on the events I previously mentioned. As you may remember, I had given her orders to assassinate the general, if the opportunity presented itself. Her failure cost her. She was imprisoned, but fortunately was freed by her friends. Having obtained a pardon from the abbot who banished her, I believe that she'll henceforth be able to return to her family with her head held high. Among the members of the party were two Tier 4Dians. One of them is called Nilan. He seems to have become the leader of a kind of community of refugees. He is said to work jointly with the Sopharch Elise to restore the lands of the Alliance's hinterland. The process they use is not yet known to us, but rest assured that I am doing everything to find out. I think I have already told you that Prince Alexander's niece, Sybil de Vespe, was also in the party. This intriguing young woman is a tour de force. She's had her cousin, the sinister Octave de Vespe, who murdered her parents, exiled. I encouraged her to apply for her former position as legate with us in Thélème. However, she has refused for the moment. It seems that she has not yet grown tired of leading an adventurous life. The party also counted the captain of the Constantia, Alvida, the daughter of Admiral Barcelos himself. I know that she has worked to lift the veil on tragic events that took place a long time ago. involving both her parents. This contributed to breaking the Admiral's relationship with General Kurnaz, which is rather to our advantage. She is a respectable captain who will surely become an admiral, given time. And with her, bribes won't work. Among this strange party was also a citizen of the Dutan Empire called Ludwig. It didn't take long for us to discover that he was a smuggler and wanted for various crimes and misdemeanors. General Eisenach renounced his principles to the point of allying himself with a communist, just to capture him. Having revealed the whole affair, the Emperor forgave him on the condition that he give up his activities, which he did, to our knowledge. He still travels, but now legally. You may remember that there was also a member of the Coin Guard among them, a certain Till who had been close to General Kurnaz. He is said to have resumed his position as captain, but the rumors don't shed a good light upon him. He is said to have turned to alcohol. Finally, there was this woman of a certain age, Safia, a cartographer from the Bridge Alliance. She returned to Xantis, where she's said to be spending most of her time in the library. I wouldn't be surprised if she became a Naut. Finally, of course, there remains the one who was the soul of the party, the other Teofridian, who some called Frötengare, thanks to whom the Teofridians escaped a smallpox epidemic orchestrated by Kurnaz that would have had catastrophic consequences, and who, of course, led the final assault on the general in the catacombs. He's said now to lead an adventurous life alongside his beloved Sybil de Vespe. But don't worry, I make sure to always keep an eye on him. Someone whose acts have had such an impact won't disappear into nothingness. There you have it. I think that I have summarized the fallout from the events that you asked about. Unfortunately, I can't answer your questions about the situation on Tier 4D yet. I'm still waiting for a report from my agents there. All I know to date is that several highly placed people from the congregation are involved.
Okay. That was terrible. Just wait for that damn load screen to freeze. I'm going to skip here. I'm guessing I could just do other missions. Was not expecting that. Let's talk to everybody. Right, they all have to have something to say. Nothing? Absolutely nothing? Oh, man. My girl Sybil will have something to say, right? Nothing. Oh. Breaks my heart. Should have something to say. Yeah, because the only quest left is like a little random ass quest. I'm not gonna do. I beat the game. I'm not gonna sit through another 5-minute load screen. I appreciate you guys coming out. We're gonna upload some Minecraft videos here soon. It's just like the new update. I'm gonna make a little zoo on my island. And then we got a treat game. I'll leave it as a mystery, but I'll be uploading that soon. It'll be a short game, just to get me through into next ones, which I've got the directive coming, I think, at the end of April. But there's also another treat game I've got coming up before then. That hopefully it'll be fun to play on stream. So I appreciate you guys coming out. We'll catch you in the next video. Have a good one.